Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today I'd like to show you guys Field of Glory Empires. There's a new DLC that's coming out tomorrow, and this is a game that is created by Slytherin. This video is not sponsored. I was given a product code from the developers at Slytherin, so let's go ahead into the game here. We're going to go under the Scenarios tab, and we're going to do Grand Campaign 550 BCE, and this highlights the Persian Empire. So let's go ahead and load this up here. I'm going to be playing on very hard mode. I've never played this game before. This is the first time I will ever have tried playing this game. So we'll see how it goes. It obviously reminds you a lot of Rome 2. It has the map with all the provinces in it, and you can scroll around here, and you can also use WASD to scroll around the map. Wow, Persia is so small here. This is interesting. So it looks like you can try to play all these different minor nations, and then the starting time is 550 BCE, and we'll be going to 330 BCE. The story of the rise to power of the Persian Empire, which became the biggest empire on Earth within 20 years, spanning from India to the Aegean Sea. Collision against the Greek world became inevitable, all whilst the two biggest Hellenist powers, Athens and Sparta, were vying for supremacy in the West. In the West, Rome, Carthage, Syracuse, and Etruria were competing against each other. So we have two great nations that formed, Persia, and then the Etruscan League in here. And then it looks like the Romans were starting to form over here in the West. So what is the context behind this? If we play Persia here. Iranian. In 559 BCE, that Achaemenid Empire ruled just two poor regions on the Persian Gulf, Parsa and Anshan. Cyrus II then revolted against his grandfather and overlord, Astyages, in 553 BCE and conquered all his lands by 550. However, the resulting dynasty was as much Median as it was Persian. Cyrus then defeated Croesus of Lydia in 546 BCE and Elam by 540. The Babylonian Empire was defeated in 539 BCE and its realms added to the empire. Cyrus II, now Cyrus the Great, had a reputation as a humane and competent ruler and freed many slaves who had been taken to Babylon, including the Hebrews. Cyrus was killed in the 530 BCE campaigning against the Massagetae in the distant steppes north of Bactria. So I'm not going to read through the rest of this, but basically it gives you kind of a timeline to follow. By 540 here, we should, by 539, we should start our conquests here. See what modifiers we get. This is always in the strategy games, like it's super important whether you're playing like Civilization or Hearts of Iron 4. You get Achaemenid Imperialism, faction modifiers. Decadence gain reduced by 65%, any token chance reduced by 40. Persian satrapy. Satraps, literally protectors of the realm, are governors of the Persian provinces with a lot of independence in how they rule. On the one hand, they will provide free troops for the king of kings' armies. On the other hand, they might band together to secede if the central government is weakening. Okay. Hellenist friction. Persia will regularly enjoy various moderate rewards as long as Athens and Sparta have poor relationships. Persians, Athens, and Sparta will not stay at peace for long. Satrapy levies, competent administration. Decadence gain, reduced by 5%, loyalty bonus 5, administrative burden reduction 15%, high military expertise, leader force pool bonus +1, bonus 15 XP when a unit is created. Monarchy, bonus of 10 XP when a unit is created. Okay, so we got some bonuses here. I'm game to play Persia. They give you a lot of historical background here. That's cool. There will be only war for a long time. 3 of your neighbors, Media, Elam, and Babylon, should be disposed of as quickly as possible, as they will ban against you otherwise. Okay, so that gives us a little clue there. Looks like... Let's check out this army composition here. It says 16 on it. Combat power 142, 16 units. Cyrus the Second, and then it uses up 10 food, and movement speed is 5. Okay. So it looks like we have some infantry here. Heavy cavalry. So combat power of 24, 9, and 7. And then Sparabara infantry. Was this the Immortals? So that's heavy infantry. And Eastern archers. Okay. We can split and merge, assault, fortified structures at the next opportunity. So it looks like you can put them on orders, retaliate, disband. Okay. So let's go to the diplomacy screen here and see who we're at war with. Political overlay. So how do we declare war against these guys? To diplomacy. Okay, so it looks like we're definitely at war with them, because our option here is to try to get a peace with them. We do have another army down here that looks very weak. Oh, and there's one right here as well. So just garrisons. Okay, so we can strike out in several different directions here. It basically looks like everyone around us is at war with us. So I guess the easiest way to tell who we're at war with is just select your army and see where you can move. Bold moves tend to win games. Why don't we go for this province right off the bat? Okay. So a right click gets me there to order an assault. I'm not really sure what else we can do here. Unit queue is empty, so we could probably form more units. This unit can't be recruited as a required structure is missing. Okay. So we could do light cav, hillman, Sparbara infantry. Let's go with the bread and butter, huh? We'll get a few of those guys going there. Oh, it looks like we can build all these guys in the next turn. Okay, right click to back them off there. And we'll go Eastern Archers. Looks like they have kitted out with the robes with the all-seeing eye on them. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll pass the turn. See how far our army gets. I'm not going to be playing the tactical gameplay. It looks like we have a speed bump here. Combat power 2, 1 unit. So I can go ahead and view the battle, but let's view a report. Okay, it looks like the battle's already taken place. Okay, similar results there. And we can still overwhelm that settlement. It looks like that was all of our movement there. Our former lords, for too long we have been forced to pay homage to the king of Media, but no more. Soon will come the time of the reckoning. Our counselor will warn you as soon as the king has decided what will be the best course of action for Persia. In addition to the counselor's notification, there will be an entry in the reports tab of the national panel. Progress and Decadence, Legacy, Cyrus II. Superior Administrator, Reformer, Conqueror, Architect. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. Looks like next turn we can come in here and attack. Let's see if we can upgrade any buildings. Okay, so we have our 5 troops that were spawning right there. That's great. Oh, looks like we're trading with a Dahe up there. No building is under construction in Persis, and the maximum number allowed is reached. I wonder if that means... Okay, so we'll just build elsewhere. So if I want a bigger army, I probably need to build something that generates food, I would assume. Let's build a flax field. So it looks like that's going to happen next turn. Sheep herder houses. Can't build there because that's maxed out. And then they're building an herbalist. That might have been from the faction that I just took the province from. Health 6, manpower 2. Street parlor. Money and culture. I know that culture is going to be... We're going to need to increase culture in this area if we want to turn them into Persians. So we'll just go with that from now. Let's see what we have over here. Our armies marched in Ragay and conquered the region from Media. General Arnobi is now available to serve you, Cyrus II. Cyrus II feels that Susian is an objective for the armies of Persia. Okay. Let's see if I can't make... So there was that new general. I'm not sure how to make this, give this army a general. Let's see if we can take out this province right here, though. So I'll pass the turn. So apparently I can start another army somehow. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Okay, completed AI. Conquer Media. The King of Kings decided that the region of Media must be our own. As it is home to Median nobility and is their usual center of power, alternatively, we can accept them paying homage to us. You'll need to choose an approach and complete it within 30 turns to earn some rewards, and more importantly, the king's esteem. Okay. Besieged, unbreachable walls. +1 siege duration is uncertain. Trying to see if we can actually make siege engines. Let's go ahead and assault fortified structures at the next opportunity. So we have 2 armies here. So they have 2 armies. Medea Army 1, Medea Army 2, and then there's our army with Cyrus right there. Okay, so that gives me a clue what I might be able to do here. So I can choose one of these generals here. Oh, and he's a wilderness expert. Okay. Alright, so we made a general. Perfect. Let's see if he can't start going towards this province over here. It looks like there's a structure there. So he'll head that way next turn. We are burning through a little gold there. Should be okay. Our ruler Cyrus II decided that Babylonia is a new objective to conquer for Persia. Okay, so that's going to be in here. You have received a new regional decision. Recruit local units. Okay. Can this army recruit? Alright, so I'm starting to get the feel of this here. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. See if they are actually able to assault Medea there. Battle in Medea. Terrain strongly fortified. Assaulting Persia. Combat power 132 against a combat power of 54. Let's go ahead and looks like we lost the battle. And we're against this general right here, Peloponnesos. No. It looks like all my units survived, though. So we're gonna have to sit there and continue to siege. Maybe my second army should come to help. So let's have them come over here, and I think I didn't click correctly. Can we have 2 armies siege at the same time? We'll see. Reggae saw an invasion by Dahe. The local militia was beaten and some pillaging occurred. Where's that? Where's Dahe? Up here? Don't see anything. Okay, so they're gonna move over there. What else happened? Syria is an objective. You received a new regional decision. Motivate troops. We conquered Zatakarta from the hands of Medea. Okay. Oh, I see. We were raided by the Dahe up top there. So it's already 546 BC. So we should have conquered some lands by now. Oh, looks like they've got reinforcements over there. Looks like we're also going to run out of income here in a second. So let's see if our two armies combined can't do something here. All right, we won this battle. It looked to me like the units in Medea disintegrated during the battle. Huh. All right, so this is a very interesting game. I think we're going to stop here, but it gives you a little flavor for the new DLC that came out. The base game is after the date ranges for this DLC. So this DLC mainly focuses on Persia and Persia's coming in contact with the Greek city-states. And after that is after the conquests of Alexander the Great. And I think that mainly focuses on the rise of the Roman Empire. So I'm not sure if you get pitted up against Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was from Macedonia. Not sure if we could see the generals, but eventually I believe he came about around the, let's see here, the early 300s, if I remember correctly. He was around 340, 350. You can correct me in the comments below. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. I would say it's pretty much like Rome 2. It looks like it has not as good graphics, but that's okay. For these strategy-based games, I'm mainly here for the strategy gameplay, so not as much the graphics. But yeah, it plays well, and yeah, I'll be playing this in the background when I have time. So please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this sneak peek at the new DLC here, and leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.